Okay, so what do you think of the costume designs of these?
In terms of what? Just design in general? There's something going on with her face.
Costume, motherfucker.
Okay,
Costume.
I'm just saying. You should take some live drawing classes
I
with
should.
people, so you get used to the way like the human body like meshes, because the human body is like a gross sack of flesh that moves really, really awkwardly. So awkwardly. It's true. Like that people don't have like perfect necks like that. That just kind of like, there's like wraps of skin that are gross, really, objectively.
Speaking of objective,
Okay.
do you find these character models objectified?
No, not at all.
Why not? Explain why not.
Because this looks like something that characters themselves or people would be comfortable wearing, instead of something that you decided to dress up another person in.
So let's take Red for example. She has a very low crop tank to the fact where that heart you see is actually a chest tattoo.
Oh, that's cool.
So you see bosoms.
And she's wearing a short skirt.
Yes, with leggings granted, but
Yeah, no, that's still fine.
Why
It looks
is
like
that?
it looks like something that character or this person would wear, instead of you fetishizing the body. The person's showing, because people are allowed to show off or wear whatever they want, and if they want to just show a little bit of skin, show cleavage, show more legs, show as much as leg as they want to, but in a way, it seems like this character, this person is choosing to dress this way, whatever way it may be, which is perfectly fine again. But it doesn't seem like you are grabbing this body, this character, fetishizing it, and make it into, in a way, your ideal or your wet dream.
so how do we know when we are fetishizing something? For example, let's take Green for example. She's obviously you can tell she's some kind of paramilitary, some kind of fighter, and you can see there's obviously a waist right there. There's hips. It looks not as, holy crap, bulky as say your normal Marine gear, right?
Or your normal male-issued Marine gear, let's
Yeah.
say. The issue that I've seen happen with female armor is that it isn't actually armor as much as it is pieces of metal just glued on top
Oh,
of
I've
her.
seen like
And even when it's all full body, there's a lot of emphasis for some reason on the chest and the breasts, and that creates again the fetishizing of the body and the costume. In this case, though, it seems like it's very realistically an actual armor. It doesn't bring attention to parts of her body. It doesn't mold her body in a way to look like something that it isn't, and something that she obviously doesn't have underneath.
so. It's safe to assume then that fetishizing would be focusing on certain physical aspects of the character model.
And that serve no other purpose.
Yeah, that overrides everything else of the model.
Exactly, because it seems like she actually is wearing this for protection and aid, and probably is good at mobility, whereas some other ones, the only thing they protect is the chest and the panties.
Because of censorship laws.
Yeah, otherwise they would just be wearing
Camo paint.
and
Shoulder pads.
shoulder
What's
armor.
that? What's that one Street Fighter? Is it Tammy or
Cami,
Cammy? There we
where
go.
she's wearing a leotard and
Yeah.
boots.
And it like just goes like straight into
yeah.
the like. Okay.
I mean, they've gotten better about her body in a way that it doesn't become a fetish object, but at the same time, it's still very...
Unpractical.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for her to actually be in the military and wear a leotard. If she wants to wear that to whatever she wants, yeah, go ahead, but her character design is supposed to be somebody who has military experience, and instead she just
Dresses in a onesie and wears a cap.
yeah, which again is fine if she chose it, but at the same time you can tell that it's not the character itself or themselves speaking to you as a writer or a designer saying, hey, they would probably wear this. It's more like, I want to see how her thighs look in this.
So I'm gonna actually ask you something controversial. Fetishization of males.
Ooh, I heard about this a lot. Actually, what's his face, Gaijin Gubo was talking about this. We're like, okay, well, if you want to talk about female fetishizing and female objectification, let's look at superheroes because they're huge and bulky and they have giant shoulders and a tiny waist. And he said that the straw man in that was the fact that men designed